baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad. With no cap, only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed, baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got cash in the bag, stadium packed, better not see on this life, I'll live it up, I'll be it back, baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad.
Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And great evening to you, ladies. Excuse me. Let me give a big shout out to the ladies in the building. Shout out to the brothers too, but I want to give a fat shout out to the ladies. And I want to introduce the one, the only, the beautiful queen, Cece. And I would like for you to reintroduce yourself to the people that are just joining us this week and getting to know you, ma'am, for the first time.
Hello, you guys. My name is Cece, aka Cecilia Robinson, aka Cece. Remember that name because y'all gonna see that a lot. I am a mother, a hustler, a former felon. I'm the shit. I'm just playing. What's good, y'all? Hey, everybody.
Look, for everybody that's just joining us for the first time, how this typically works. We do a Q&A. We discuss a lot of the videos that have occurred and stuff like that. But we also give you an opportunity to ask questions. We typically put out a post every week, and you can ask in that post, or you can send a super chat and ask the question, and we can talk about it, elaborate it, and go from there. Anything you want to know about Cece, particularly her stories, her life, things that she's already addressed, or you want her to elaborate on those types of things, this is your opportunity to do that. I want to give a special and fat shout out to all of the members that are in the building showing love already. Shout out to my brother Miami Snoopy, Andrea Washington, D21519, Jeff the producer, Chipmunk Champion, DA, D McGee, all y'all that have came through. Salute to y'all. Thank y'all so much. Tanisha, Lady Elegance, I see you. Listen, CC, another another crazy week with some of your wonderful stories. You know what I'm saying? We've been introduced to I ain't gonna say, we was introduced to a lot of crazy elements this weekend. I guess you actually being heavily involved with somebody is what's going on. So the topic of the show today is surviving female inmate relationships in prison. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna talk about that. I want you to talk about that a little bit more, and we're gonna definitely get to that on down the line. But I do want to get to some of these questions. Unless, well, let me ask you this: how was your week? How was your week leading up to now?
My week was motherfucking good. I had a wonderful week. Wait. I got to give a special shout out not only to the members and to everybody who tuned in tonight, but to my home team. Naeem is in here, and the rest of the winner circle. Brooks, Poe, they all up in here. Hey, my squad, my label. Hey y'all. Okay.
Salute to the winner circle. I guess we can get straight to the situation. Nothing significant happened to you this week. Let me say that. Nothing significant happened to you this week. What'd you do this week?
What did I do this week? Shit, I don't even know what I did this week. It's been a lot going on. I don't even know what I did this week.
Well,
I think I went out yesterday. I went to the I'm about to say Banky Pound. Hey Banky.
Shout out to Banky Pound.
Yeah, I went to the Bubba Dub show yesterday. That's what I had. Oh! Yeah, I went to the Bubba Dub show, and yeah, that was it.
Okay, cool.
Hey daughters. I'm sorry. Hey my babies, my children in here too. Hey y'all.
Shout them all out. Salute to
hey,
everybody.
Miss Mimi. Hey, Sanaa Brown. Hey Nana. Hey, Shay. Hey, Nene. Hey, Mimi.
Shout out to Danny G. She just became a member in the building. Hey. Salute to you, Queen. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Danny.
You had a dope. You definitely had a dope story this week. You know what I'm saying? Talking about how you sucked in bed the first time or during your first time and being vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? I got to tell you, I respect it. I respect how you was able to be extremely open with your sexuality and how you was not perfect from the first time and being able to give that story. I think you're gonna help a lot of people with that story. What was your inspiration and motivation to give that story?
Wait. You know that's a members only story, right?
I know it's a members only story, but I ain't giving a story. But I want to know what was your motivation for giving people that particular story at this point?
Because I'm human. I'm a woman. We're not born knowing this shit. You know what I'm saying? We have to learn it. And the only way to learn things is through experience. I'm not ashamed to say I did not know how to fuck when I first started fucking. You know what I'm saying? Who just jump out the gate and get the ride the dick? Nobody. Do you know how many backs I done fucked up on chairs? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm scooting and shit, not knowing what the fuck I'm doing. Motherfuckers got whole sores on their back because they want to get some pussy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. And it's cool. I'm comfortable saying I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Hey, do you remember like being in grammar school and you seen a motherfucker always want to get through with their little spelling test first, and then when they get graded, that shit be wrong? You know what I'm saying? I don't have to rush through this. I'm not ashamed. I'm not afraid to say I did not know. No bitch knew how to fuck. Nobody did. You know what I'm saying?
I think the reason why that story was so it played so well to me, you know what I'm saying, is because I always wonder. I have wondered that because I know what the evolution is like for a man. You know what I'm saying? Where we trying to learn how to get our D game right. You know what I'm saying? How to please a girl and because you're told these things, but being told these things and then actually executing these things is two different things, especially when you in the moment. Talk about that, because I do want to know what the evolution of a girl like, because like as a boy, as a man, you know what I'm saying. Well, I don't say a boy because you young and you trying to figure these things out. Some people is telling you, oh man, you got to play with this and you got to touch this and get this going, and you in your mind you be like, well, what the hell is that? What is this? You know what I'm saying? What is they talking about? You got to find it. You got to pull it back and find this and find that, and what's a G spot? Where does it? What's that like for a girl though? What's that like for a woman or a girl?
Look, if you don't have a dude that's a teacher, you know what I'm saying? And if you're afraid to, okay, one, I think every female should get familiar with themselves. Get familiar with how you taste. Get familiar with how you smell. Get familiar with turns you on. You know what I'm saying? Do you know how many women have went through their whole life without having an orgasm? They just been fucking. You know what I'm saying? Just been fucking. The only time they could come is off the head, but they never came off the dick. I mean, get familiar with yourself. The next thing is don't be afraid to ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers I always want to think they know every damn thing. Out there giving out the wrong fucking answer. Don't be afraid. And then every female should have a big homie, just like males do, you know what I'm saying, who lets them know, hey, this is the proper way. Like how I learned how to suck dick. I'm finna tell you. I had a older friend named Shirley, and she was from Memphis. She was in Chicago, and we went to, we used to have these little girl nights out. And
Not Shirley.
Shirley, rest in peace. She sucked dick so good, her boyfriend killed her. I'm damn Skippy. I'm serious. Listen, Shirley, I bet you bitches don't know how to suck dick, and you gotta understand, Shirley was an old hoe. You know what I'm saying? She was a reformed hoe. She the type of bitch you wanted. She could cook, she could clean, she could hustle, she'll punch a nigga in the face. Shirley was her. Shirley was the motherfucker. And so Shirley said, I bet y'all know how to suck a dick. So she had a beer bottle. I'll never forget the little beer bottles with the necks. You know what I'm saying? And she said, everybody go around, got a beer bottle. On some real life shit, everybody got a beer bottle. And she said, show me how you suck dick. Now it's a room full of females. Show me how you suck dick. You know what I'm saying? And if your ass did it wrong, this bitch was giving a tutorial on how to suck dick. That's how I learned how to suck dick, on a beer bottle from Big Shirley. I'll never forget it.
Wait a minute. How do these? Okay, so listen. How do Shirley even get around to teaching a room full of girls how to suck dick? How does that even? Was it a girl in there saying she was struggling? What was this? What was it? And how many girls was in this room? Age range.
I was the youngest person there. And at this point in time, I was like 16 years old. All these motherfuckers are in their late 20s to early 50s. You know what I'm saying? If I've ever been around females, they had to be way older than me, because females that was my age was ignorant as fuck, and I got a temper and I got an attitude. I don't got time. Hey, now, Bree. And so, however it goes, we up in there, and she had a dude by the name of Bangs. You know what I'm saying? Why they call him Bangs? He had a bald head, but he had this shit right here, just a little bang. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Bang was from, but that's the motherfucker who killed him. So we used to wonder why, we talking shit. How she get to talking about sucking dick is we talking shit like shit. Bang follow your ass to the motherfucking bathroom. He follow you, all this other shit, because Bang pick her up from work. You know what I'm saying? He drop off. He coming in. He a big dude. He a big motherfucker. So he coming in. He securing the premises before she walk in the door. And Shirley was a short motherfucker. Beautiful, though. She was beautiful. She looked like she was one of them bitches, woman to woman, so shit like that. Shirley was the shit in my eyes. So motherfuckers like, man, how you getting that? Everybody else is having nigga problems. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers like, well, how you get him like that? She say, because I cup his balls and I lick the tip. She said, I lick that shit the way that's what she said. You know what I'm saying? She said, I cupped the balls, and she showed us, she scooped it up, cupped the balls, and she licked the tip. You know what I'm saying? So we laughing and shit. And she got to say, You bitches laughing, but y'all don't know how to suck dick. If y'all knew how to suck dick, y'all men would act right. So it started that way. And she went around with these beer bottles, everybody drinking. She went around with these beer bottles and, bitch, you don't know how to suck no dick. Show me how you suck dick. You know what I'm saying? Show me how you suck dick. Now, imagine, it's a couple of studs in this room. So motherfuckers just looking like, damn, really? And motherfuckers was going up in there. Some people just putting their little lips on the top. No, bitch, you suck that dick. You know what I'm saying? You suck it. You go down until it hit the back of your motherfucking throat. That's how she said, the back of your motherfucking throat. You know what I'm saying? That's how no gag reflex came into play. None of us who in that room have a gag reflex. Because that bitch said you got to touch the back of your motherfucking throat. So we shit.
Well, shout out to Shirley. Shout out to Big Shirley. Rest in peace. And you said Shirley was so cold with it that Bang wound up knocking her down.
Man, I'm finna tell you how, I'm sorry, God. I'm finna tell you how cold this motherfucker was when he killed her. You know what I'm saying? She got an income tax check. He didn't kill her about no motherfucking money. He did not kill, because he killed her ass with the income tax check in her pocket. It's because she didn't want to fuck with him no more. She felt like she didn't have enough space. You know what I'm saying? And she wants to break up with him, and he fucking strangled her on on Christmas Eve. Left in the fucking backyard in the snow.
Damn.
Yep.
All that talent.
She was talented than the motherfucker. Listen, Shirley, she did hair by the day. You know what I'm saying? Worked in, did hair in the beauty supply during the day, and a motherfucker was a bar hop at night.
Well, damn. Rest in peace to Shirley. You know what I'm saying? She is much appreciated. You know what I'm saying? She done taught some of the best of them. Listen, let me say, I want to give a fat shout out to the brother, Powerful Cornelius in the building. He came through with the question. He's from Miami, Florida. He says, I love Powerful Cornelius is from Miami, Florida. He says, love your content and cool, authentic stories. He said, and this is his question: when you were locked up, which foods did you crave the most from the outside? And
Nothing.
What is your favorite type of food?
My favorite food is jerk. I love jerk food. Excuse me. I don't mean jerk food. I mean jerk chicken. You know what I'm saying? That Jamaican food, but jerk chicken is my all-time favorite. There was nothing, being honest, that I craved from the outside. Not one fucking thing. Because if I would have craved anything, it would have tossed me off my diet. I went on a diet while I was up in there. I really did. So when I came out, like I went up in there 300 pounds. When I came out, I was 140, 137, 140.
So shout out to the brother. Let me see. Not the brother. Shout out to the queen. Shout out to the queen, Erica Sutton. She's from Evanston, Illinois. She says, great content. Have you ever considered making your jail or prison experience into a movie?
Hey, Erica. What we doing? We getting all that stuff together now. Wait, I'm happy that came up. Listen. I'm gonna announce this 3 or 4 times. If you fuck with me and you love my stories the way y'all say y'all do, check this out. You got 50 Cent, Tasha Smith, Lena Waithe, and Tyler Perry. Can you guys please send them my playlist? It's 336 people in here. I'm gonna announce this more times before the show is over. I need you guys to send those 4 people or pick one. Don't even matter. Send them my playlist. Click, copy, and paste that shit in there and tell them to check me out. That's 50 Cent, Tasha Smith, Lena Waithe, and Tyler Perry. So if you fuck with me, you want to see me doing something else, this, that, and the third, even though it's going to happen regardless, but I really want you guys to send my playlist to those people or pick your favorite episode.
Yeah.
Send it to me.
Salute to the sister Erica Sutton. Salute to you. And also shout out to Sparkly Coffee Girl. She from Chesapeake, Virginia. Shout out to Chesapeake, VA. She says, my question isn't too serious. If you had a biopic of your life, which celebrity would you think you would do the best at portraying you?
Me. But if not me, Megan Thee Stallion.
Thank you. Me and her have had this discussion before. And Cece say she want to play herself. And see, and let me say this, because Cece's life story is gonna be a real life story. It's the youth is gonna be. I don't even think Cece could do a actual movie. I would think that Cece's story would have to be like a mini series, like a series, like a real series, because the youth story is amazing. Um the youth story is amazing. The teenage years is amazing. Then you have the introduction into womanhood, the strippers, the robbing, and all that other stuff. Then you got the motherhood, the bank robberies, and it's so much shit. You know what I'm saying? And now even this side of life for her is a part of her story. Even the shit that's going on in her life right now, some of the shit that happened to her is crazy, and you couldn't even imagine, the shit that CC be going through. So I think me personally, I don't think she could. I think she would actually need a multitude of actors. I think she could play herself now, but I think that I would. I wouldn't be mad at her oldest daughter playing her at a certain part of her life. But the person I would think, the one that would have the biggest part in there, would probably be Meg Thee Stallion. That's who I said. I said Meg Thee Stallion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to the brother. Shout out to the brother Anthony Bolton. He said, "Rest in peace, Miss Shirley. You was hope for a new generation. We need more Miss Shirleys." I mean, you don't hear about that shit like you don't hear about that shit like you used to hear about it back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Where a woman would sit down and coach a young lady on how to, smoke a pole or something like that. You don't get that no more.
Because bitches hate too much.
Mm.
But man, listen, no matter what the situation is, you got crackheads hating on crackheads. How the fuck is you hating? What are you hating about? You know what I'm saying? Bitches don't listen. I gotta get this to I gotta get this to my chat. These ladies here support the fuck out of me. They be out on Facebook supporting. You know what I'm saying? Support me. But other bitches, that's why I'm always by myself or with a gang of guys, because they hate too damn much.
Yeah, and this was made CC. I told CC, they asked who's gonna play me. I said I want Forrest Whitaker to play me.
Forrest Whitaker not playing you.
I want Forrest Whitaker to play me.
But Forrest Whitaker, you ain't even that damn old.
Do my eye like that. I want Forrest Whitaker to play me, and maybe him and Meg Thee Stallion can do a little scene. Shout out to my brother.
Ain't no way.
Breezy 864. He said, "Hey, CC, what about Trap Queens on BET?"
What about it? I got my own series. Why would I go to? No disrespect, Breezy. I understand, because everybody like, you should be on Trap Queens. But why would I be on Trap Queens making somebody else money when I have my own series right here? You get a piece of them. You get all of me right here. I have my own series.
Sparkly Coffee Girl said Pinky from Fridays could play me. Shout out to Sparkly Coffee. Shout out to the queen. Rain on me. CC is so fine.
Well, thank you.
Already. Let me see. And we got another question. Shout out from let me see. You got a lot of love from all over the place. Houston, Texas, Jerusalem.
I seen Japan up in there.
Japan was up in here. Salute to everybody that participated. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that participated in showing love in your city and stood up for your city out here. Salute to y'all.
Yes.
Shout out to Stacy Brockman. She said, "I'm from just outside North Dallas, and my question is, have your daughters inherited your gift of storytelling, or are they more introverted?"
Oh no, I guess y'all didn't see my live. A lot of people did not get a chance to check out my live that I did last Sunday. I think it was last Saturday, Sunday. My daughters are characters just like their mom. No, they don't. They talk. They put on a show. When I'm around my daughters, I'm the quiet one. Because my daughters they have my personality a lot. Look, now you talking about they firecrackers too. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, and shout out to my brother, Big Joe Townsend in the building. Salute to you, brother. He goes,
Hey, Joe.
the one the one hand or two hand cuff with her mouth sounding a commercial washing machine will have you changing oil in the driveway. Oh,
Oh yeah.
the one or two hand cuff with her mouth sounding like a commercial washing machine will have you changing oil in her driveway. Rest
Yeah.
in peace to Miss Shirley.
Listen, Miss Shirley wasn't no joke. And she wore that listen, she wore that red, that not the red, but the burgundy lipstick. And and she talked to him, whoa off, and then she digging on her titties and pull out the comb purse and pull out some more put out some more, put it on there. But that's how you know she was a real, because she wore the burgundy and she had the dark eyeliner around her eyes. And she put on, fuck the makeup. She gonna put on her tools and fuels, with the little 99-cent lip gloss on top of it to make it pop a little bit. That's how you know she was real. That was a real thumb down hoe, who had changed her life. I fuck with her.
But she was confident in her abilities though.
She was man. She put that little, when they from the South and they old and shit. They put the little wig. She had the little wig, the number 30. She wore color 30. With the wig, and she'll put it up in the ponytail. Sometimes had to back down and shit like that. That was Shirley. Shirley ain't fuck around.
Shout out to the to Queen Diamonds Gotti. CC already answered your question. She's from Indianapolis, Indiana. Salute to you, Queen. She said, but I remember reading her deal. She said, first of all, you're very beautiful, and I love listening to your stories. My question is, do you plan on taking your stories and making them into movies, which you just answered? You know what I'm saying? So she says she's there if you do so. But salute to Queen Diamonds Gotti. Thank you for participating. And shout out to Chipmunk Champion. She says, I'm from Richmond, California. Shout out to the Bay. She says, I have watched your playlist in order from beginning to current at least 4 times. I've been wondering, how did you not get caught when you were in the hospital for pneumonia?
Who gonna catch me? Listen, they don't run, when you go to the hospital, they don't run your name as a criminal background check. They don't say, hey, she's wanted. There's no, what you call that, red radar on you when you check into a hospital. You know what I'm saying? You going to the hospital. I'm not going up in there for no battery or child abuse, no shit like that. I'm going up in there because I got pneumonia. Shit, you check in, you get seen. I ain't killed nobody. They ain't say, hey, she was just in a shootout. Let us know if she check in. No, this ain't that. this ain't that.
Hey, and shout out to Paulette K. She says she's from Fresno, Texas. I think she meant Frisco, Texas. You're a very great storyteller. Where can I buy your books? And did you do the full 10 years? I may have missed it.
Nah, that means you ain't been watching enough. So you're going to go ahead and go back, sis. I'm not even going to answer that. You trying to skip the line. I see you, Rolly. I see you. No, that means you ain't watching enough. So keep watching, sister, so you can know if I did the full 10 or not. My books you can find on Amazon. The ones you can't find that you might see up there will be re-released.
And shout out to the Queen, the Daya effect, excuse me. She says, hi, CC, you're so pretty, and I absolutely love your stories. They're hilarious and educational. When were you released, and what changes in the free world did you find most difficult to adjust to?
Shit, the free world. I was released in 2018, but the free world is just the world, period. I had changed so much, but everybody else had stayed the same. And that was one of the most difficult parts, because I knew the people who they were, who they are, I couldn't deal with. So I had to put some distance and space in between me and everybody. And I couldn't conform to them. They had to conform to me.
Mm, mm. Let me see. And she also asked, um, well, I want you to, you know what I want you to tell you because you told this story before, and maybe she hadn't heard that. When you first got out, um, what was your adjustment like when you got into your apartment and stuff like that? Like, how did you sleep opposed to how did you sleep when you got out of prison?
Um, Coming from the halfway house when I first got my apartment, my first night in my apartment, I slept inside my bathroom because there was just too much space for me to have. I didn't feel comfortable, nor did I feel safe. And I know that sounds crazy to a lot of people, like, shit, I'll be in my space. But you gotta understand something. I done been locked up in fucking jail and prison for years. And I've been in a small space the size of a bathroom, and I've had a celly. I got comfortable with my cellies, whichever one I had, and I was comfortable that way. I had grew into that environment. So for me to be out in the world on my own, especially in my own space, because let me back it up. When I came home, I initially went to a halfway house, and in my halfway house, and well, not in my halfway house, but the halfway house I was in, I had three other roommates, and I had a conjoined room that had six people in there. So I'm used to being around people in a close proximity. So when I got my own place, a few months later, it was just too much space for me. And it kind of drove me crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say crazy, but it made me paranoid. I'm looking at locks, and it was just too much for me. So what I did was I took a shower, put my pajamas on, put my shoes on, just in case a bitch had to, bust up one, two, a move or some shit like that. And I put my blanket, my pillow, and everything in the bathroom, locked the door, laid on the floor, and shit. That's how I spent my first night. You muted, Black.
I said, excuse me. For whatever reason, shout out to Janae Merriweather. I can't, for whatever reason, it's not allowing me to pull your comment onto the screen, but everybody should be able to see it in the chat. She says, I can't stud up for Dallas, but I gotta go slang mail in the morning. But I wanted to say, keep being yourself and fuck them haters. See you soon in August. See you in August.
Thank you, boo.
Slang that mail. So salute to
Have
that
a good-
queen getting that money.
Yeah,
Salute.
salute.
Salute. You ain't gotta stud up for Dallas. I'm gonna do it for you, baby girl. Don't even worry about it. You
Me
know what
too. Me
I'm
too.
saying?
Don't worry.
Shout out to the queen, Janae Merriweather. Excuse me, CC. I'm sorry. What you finna say?
I was about to say I'm a what I call a text going. I'm a text going. You know.
In the Queen Nadia effect, she came back. She says, also, were you intimate with a male or male first or a female after your release? Love from NYC.
A male. I sold this coochie. This coochie went to the highest bidder when I was released.
Oh God.
About 8 months out. You know what I'm saying? Because this was refurbished pussy. So I knew this shit was some good. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it wasn't good beforehand, but it was even more better. You know what I'm saying? When I got out, it was fresh. You know what I'm saying? This shit hadn't been on the street. This was hot dope. You know what I'm saying? So about 8 months, like I said, this shit went to the highest bidder. You know what I'm saying? While motherfuckers out here doing 40, I did 1,200. And the shit was great.
Wait, and you know what? I don't know. Like a lot of y'all thought I was tripping. I want to play this for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all thought I was tripping. A while back ago, I said that CC had it was some people from like PBS that was interviewing her and shit, right? And I said that CC fucked it up because there is no way that these people was gonna air that shit on the air because she got on. I didn't have no idea why these people wanted to interview CC. CC, kind of take them back to don't tell them what you said, but just tell them what was that when you heard the special or dealing with these people. What was your first instinct with these people?
Okay,
or
yeah.
thought of
So
these people. Yeah, later scene.
you want me to tell them who they are first?
Yeah, you don't have to get a name, but just tell them who they
Okay,
are.
this was a PBS station, which is the people who do Sesame Street and all this other shit. Now, here's the thing. I don't know what the fuck Sesame Street, Big Bird, Elmo, any of them motherfuckers was talking about over there that made them want to interview my ass. You know what I'm saying? I cannot be no other way, you know what I'm saying? No other way than how I am. I'm telling you, the way I am, this is how I am at like board meetings and shit. I'm really this way. So these people want to do an interview. And I gave them a motherfucking interview that they would never forget. And I guess that's what Black is finna play for y'all.
Well, I'm gonna play 2-part. I want to set the tone. Well, let me shout out to the people first. I want to set the tone, like so people can kind of hear exactly the type of platform. This was like an NPR, like a PBC. These not like these people have a show that's on NPR, and y'all know the sitting on NPR. Y'all know the sitting on PBS where Sesame Street and shit is. You know what I'm saying? These people is literally doing that, and they wanted to talk to CC, and they talking about intimacy. They talking about intimacy in relationships of people that have got out of prison, and it's like these older couples and stuff like that. And I'm trying to get to. Let me see if I can get it pulled up.
Yeah, I mean, you do
45 days.
You know,
depending.
Met her at a speaking event with a bunch of formerly
this is how they
incarcerated
talking.
people in San Francisco, and she had spent 7 years in prison in Colorado.
Yeah, they talking like that.
No,
you know
missing. You know, my
Yeah, not just COs, but to other women who work in prison and thank God are alive. I've never
See, that's how they talking on there. You know.
seen it.
No,
Wait
I
till you
hear
get to
you,
my
man.
part.
I'll say
Now,
it's
I'ma
not
get
like
to
it
that part.
happens
I
all the
just want
time,
them
but
to
it
hear.
The 20.
I want them to hear.
missed masturbating.
I want.
you know,
I want them to hear what kind of like atmosphere that you was on with these people, so you can understand. Shout out to my brother BFTB Boxing. He say, "And my gorgeous queen and my OG." Salute to you.
Hey, BFTV.
What you was finna say? What you finna say? I know you finna say something
Listen,
crazy.
they up there on that Harlequin romance type shit. You know what I'm saying? We like long walks on the beach, and we made love on the phone. You know, we were intimate. They ain't fuck. We were intimate, and all this stuff. Go ahead and play the interview. I don't got time for that shit. You know.
And shout out to my brother. Shout out to my brother. And yeah, and I think I might post this on her channel. Shout out to my brother D Man Jr. Salute to you. He said salute to the beautiful Queen CC and brother Black Fife. I didn't even post this. I didn't post this interview for y'all because this ain't normally like the type of interview that y'all would be into. But this is like this whole interview on intimacy. You know what I'm saying? It's all vibey. Go ahead. What you been saying?
No, I'm waiting on you to play this interview so they can hear it.
Okay. Hold on, because it's leading into it.
life and go in the bathroom 10 minutes. Hey, I'm ready to go to sleep, ball up in the fetal position, and count the sheeps. I can't continue through my marriage like this.
Well, this is something else that's going on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Most men, they come home, they can't do it. And I done talked to several men, and they be like, "Man, you the first person ever said that. Talk to me about it. I ain't never," they be quiet about it. So when I say it, everybody be shocked, but they know it happened to them.
Y'all hear that music?
This is Tiptoe, who spent 27 years in the penitentiary.
When you do come home and you be with a woman, it's not like you're not intimate, like you don't like her or you can't do it to her or nothing. It just be, it's not what your penis is used to have over the years.
What your penis
So it's like a newborn baby. It's new. It's a different feeling because you're used to your hand. You're not used to a vagina, so your hand then got used to being wrapped around your penis. So if it's not your hand, it's not going to feel like nothing to you.
You mean it's not going to feel good?
Well, it's your penis ain't seen it in so long. It's like,
right.
What is this? What is this?
Penis.
Now here, CC, wait a minute, y'all.
I believe there's, quite a few women who have this fantasy about having sex with a man who's been in prison for 20 years. they think when they get
past
out.
this.
I
going
I
down.
get some of that. Yeah.
It's going down.
Yeah, you know what's next.
Mhm.
I don't do the sex toy. You got to get a little comfortable here.
Expectations is real high, right?
Yeah.
So you get
Okay,
up in
so
there
we-
and it ain't what they thinking. Shit, you
Mhm.
know what's next.
We got CC.
Pack
We
your
got,
shit.
we got CC. Hold on, y'all. Wait.
Is it possible you can identify who you are and where were you, what prison were you in and in what state?
Can I identify who I am? Oh, hold on. So this how I need you to loosen up. Talk to me like you know me now. I understand you're running the show, baby. You got to get a little comfortable here, okay?
Got you. No, I got you. Someone sent me a video called CC Reacts on YouTube, right? I liked it, so I reached out to her.
While she was in prison, Cece had relationships with other women. So it's not like she went without intimate contact.
But she definitely didn't get with any dudes.
I will take coochie any day, but dick is my thing. So I have been gone for 3 years. So this coochie I got, this was refurbished pussy. You know what I'm saying? So when I came out, this pussy has a value on it. 'Cause ain't nobody had this in 3 years. I don't do the sex toys, none of that other stuff. So when I came out, I'm like, oh baby. I was like, this shit is valuable, and this is refurbished pussy, and this is going to the highest bidder. And that's the way I did it. I got $1,200 and the shit was good.
And that's what they left it. See this and listen. This is some bullshit. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all something. They done edited CC, but she said all that shit though. She said all that shit, and I'm looking like I know. Look, me personally, I know what the interview is about. I know who these people are. These people are NPR, PBS people. You know what I'm saying? They go inside of prisons and talk to people. And when CC picked up the phone, that was how she initially approached these people. I'm looking at her like, CC, like, no, you're gonna fuck up the Sesame Street bag. No, let these people. And she do all that shit, and this shit is crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to play that for y'all.
I'm sorry, Black. They cut off so much shit. The lady asked me, was I ever forced to have sex? What? Forced? No, they force bitches like you, white ladies. I told the lady, they force white bitches to have sex. Don't do that shit to me. You know what I'm saying?
When she
Y'all
said
okay.
that to that lady, when she said that they force white women get sexually taken advantage of in prison,
what the fuck?
not you, like, and we extort y'all, and I
shit,
was just
y'all
like,
paying. The fuck?
one of the brothers on the show said I dropped my clipboard.
Hey, she asked me all these weird ass shit. I'm at this point, listen. I wish a bitch would. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody did people, what the lady say? Did they force you, or did they were you ever touched against your will? No, bitch, if you touch me, I want to be touched. You know what I'm saying? Now I done touched some shit. Maybe they was touched against their will, but who knows?
I ain't never look, even though that was an NPR PBS thing, I ain't even put that shit out so y'all can see that. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I seen that shit, I heard that shit, I was like, wow.
Black hole face.
After, cause the interview was really like 15 minutes, right? And when CC finished, I was like, well, they said, this is what they said. They said, the dude said, well, to the editing board, and the white woman was like, yep, to the editing board. And I was just like, well, they're not gonna use that shit. You know what I'm saying? They not using that shit because CC done fucking blew it up and shit like that. And so, but they put it out. He sent it to me, and he's like, we put this, but they put like a little small portion of her in there. But CC said so much to that woman. But I think you can actually access it or some. You know how like the public. If you donate to like PBS or NPR or whatever they got over there, if you donate to their stuff, you can get the full interview. I'm gonna go over there and do the donation so I can get that full interview, because that shit was so motherfucking. That shit was so dope. It wasn't dope when you trying to make shit happen, but it was dope because CC is just, she can't be tamed, man. She can't be tamed.
I am not a fake person. I don't know how to be no other way than, well, let me take that back. I do know how to be another way, but I don't give a damn about that way. It's my way. I don't conform to you. You conform to me. So if you want me on your show, God damn it, I'm gonna be me, 150% me. I'm not gonna tone me down to make you feel comfortable. If you're talking to me, damn it, talk to you like you know me, talk to me like you know me, all this other shit. Other than that, but hey. And I have no problem interrupting your interview to tell your ass that, as you can see.
And you know, it was crazy when I was telling this to the brothers, you know, on my platform, when I was telling my brothers this, they thought I was playing. I was like, when I was telling them that this happened, I was like, look, man, CC fucked up Sesame Street. And they was like, man, get the fuck out of here, Black. You know, they thought I was exaggerating and shit like that. Until I actually played them the interview and was like, y'all thought I was bullshitting. These people was really from that platform. And this woman just went on there and said all this crazy shit. And
It wasn't crazy.
didn't blink. It didn't blink. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Andre Robinson. He said, CC, you wild, laughing my ass off. Love your work. I had to make it to the show tonight. Salute Black and big respect to the trio. Salute Andre Robinson. Much love, fam. Salute. And let me see. And shout out to who else we got in here? Let me make sure. Okay. Shout out to let me see. Oh man. Light brown eyes. Salute the light brown eyes. She said, what a beautiful king and queen. Keep up the good work. Salute light brown eyes.
Salute to you, queen.
Light brown eyes.
Yes.
Like that. I like that.
Listen, I'm gonna say this again, y'all. If y'all fuck with me the way y'all say y'all fuck with me, and I believe y'all fuck with me, I need y'all to send my playlist, if not my playlist, your favorite episode to Tyler Perry, 50 Cent, Lena Waithe, and Tasha Smith. Flood they DMs with my shit. Flood it. You know what I'm saying? Send a link. All you gotta do is send a link. Send a link to them. Those 4 people. You know, I want to see what's gonna happen. We want to see what's gonna happen. So it's 376 people in here, probably more. That's all I can see. But please send a link. Copy and paste. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart.
Hey, and shout out to the Queen Erica Johnson in the building. She from Maryland. Salute to Maryland. Maryland came through heavy. She says, give us info on you movie making and book writing. I will follow, support everything you do. Keep being great. You're one of the best storytellers I've ever heard, speaking facts in real life.
I appreciate that. I will keep each and every one of you guys posted on every move. Every move I'll keep you posted.
Salute to the Queen Monica. She says, living in Norristown, Pennsylvania, from New Orleans, Louisiana. She said, what's one of the most valuable lessons you learned while in prison that you hadn't yet learned before you went in?
To trust God. You know, everybody always had this conversation with God. Everybody, you know, God ain't gonna do this and all this other shit. There's a lot of motherfuckers ain't even talked to God since they made parole, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But when you out, you pray for shit and then you don't think about them no more. I'm the type, I pray and then I move out. You know what I'm saying? Then sometimes, you know, I know they say you gotta wait on God, this, that, and the third, but I used to be like, that's all right, God, I got it. I ain't got shit. I ain't got shit. I'm gonna fuck something up. So what I learned while I was locked up was to let go on some real shit. Let go and let God. Just listen. Even with my career over the last say 3 years, you know what I'm saying? I had a conversation with God and I told God, I said, you know my heart, you know my mindset. You know what I'm saying? I'm a thief. It just is what it is. I will rob some shit. Take every fucking thing up under the listen. I will steal your soul out your shoes while they're on your feet tied tight. It just is what it is. So that's not what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So God, I was in somebody's job. You know what I'm saying? I was already contemplating having somebody go in that bitch, laying everybody down because they was getting on my motherfucking nerves. It just is what it is. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna fake it. We know me. You know what I'm saying? So they was blowing me. You know what I'm saying? They was blowing me. I'm the pretty black chick and all the extra goofy ass shit. That's how I'm gonna have somebody come up in this bitch 3 o'clock in the morning, everybody going down, including me. And I'll see y'all at 4. I got you. You know, that's what and some ways in me just ain't gone. It just is what it is. But I had a conversation with God. I said, God, listen, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not supposed to be working for nobody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm not supposed to be taking orders from these people. I don't respect them. They don't respect me. All this fake, phony kicking it. I can't do it. And I'm a hell cat. I'm hell when I'm not happy. It just is what it is. I am hell. You know what I'm saying? And my energy is strong. So if I'm not feeling some shit, and if I'm not happy, motherfucker, you're not going to be happy. So I can create a very, very stressful situation. So what I did, I had this conversation with God. Listen, you know what I want to do? I want to do entertainment. This is not for me. I need freedom. I need space and everything. Now I say, God, I'm gonna get it 6 months. If at the end of that 6 months, if shit ain't happen, I said, maybe you're trying to tell me, maybe I need to, you know what I'm saying, work for these people and get used to that life. I said, but Lord knows I'm not happy. And this is a real conversation I had with God. You know what I'm saying? I am not happy. So the last day, I tell you how God worked, the last day of that 6 months, because I was at the end. I was gonna rob every fucking thing. I got a phone call. I get a phone call from one of the moles in Chicago. He called on a random ass phone, a random call and said, hey, are you good? You need anything? And I'm saying, I tell him, I got an attitude. I got attitude. You know what I'm saying? I got a crib, I got a job, I got money, but I'm not motherfucking happy. So I tell him, like, I don't need nothing. And hang up the phone. No goodbye, no shit. You know what I'm saying? So I get a voice in my head, and I know that was God. It's like, you stupid bitch. Call him back. Call him back. And he wasn't humble. You know what I'm saying? He called me a bitch. I remember that. He said, you stupid bitch. That's what God said to me. He said, you stupid bitch. He said, you call him back. And he talked to me like that in my head. I heard that shit. I heard that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I picked up my phone, sitting in the closet. I was in my closet because I was organizing my shoes. And I dialed him back. I said, hey, this is how I tell him, hey, and he gonna tell y'all this one day. I do need something. He said, well, what you need? I said, I need a cameraman. I want to film this reality show. He said, oh shit, I know the best cameraman. He knew Yellow Beezy cameraman. You know what I'm saying? And he said, hold on. And he put him on 3-way. And the next, me and him talked for 2 hours that night. And the next day we talked another 2 hours. And 7 days later, I was out in Philly filming my reality show. With no budget. With no fucking budget. And everybody said, listen, he told me, he said, call some of your people out in Philly and let them know you coming to Philly. He said, we're going to get some of this shit. I made 2 phone calls. The radio station picked up. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers got word. I put it up on Facebook. I'm coming to Philly. Motherfuckers said, damn, I need you on the show. I need to interview you. Boom. I hit up Jimmy the Saint. You know, that's my folks. Call him. You know what I'm saying? Call some people I was locked up with. And that's how I end up filming the first episode of my reality show, Bricks of Empire. Second episode with Freeway Rick Ross. Met him at the airport. We got all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Him giving me his word of how he gonna push me to the next level. Me putting out my books, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? I got footage. I reached back for the people who I was locked up with, especially the people who was released. Unfortunately, everybody who was released have now went back to prison except for me. But I retched for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I got to understand, this is my dream. This is not everybody's fucking dream.
Shout out to the homeboy Veracity Exchange TV in the building.
Hey,
I see you, fam. What's up, homie? Shout out to the queen, Tanisha, Lady Elegance in the building. She said, salute Queen CC and King Black.
Hey.
Keep shining, CC, and keep being you. And your playlist was sent, and sent.
Oh, thank you.
That's
what I'm talking about, boo.
She be on it.
Yes,
Tanisha be on it. Tanisha is a stomp down soldier. Salute to her.
Yes.
We got a couple of them in here. A couple stomp down soldiers in here. lot of them. Salute to y'all. Thank y'all so much. And shout out to my brother Woke the Truth. He said, "Set It Off 2, starring CC. This would be epic." Oh man, y'all is crazy. Look, we got David Cox. Shout out to brother David Cox. He said, "My name is Big Dave. I'm from Compton, California. Salute to Compton."
Hey, I just left there.
He says, "First, allow me to start off by saying I commend you on all you do going forward. I love hearing about you speaking as well as describing your experiences while incarcerated. My question is, what made you decide to decide enough is enough? It's about time to change my life and share my stories."
Black. It wasn't just a story, but let me take this back, because you guys have just been turned on to me. You know what I'm saying? I have another show that I do with Black. You know what I'm saying? So in the midst of me filming my reality show, Black, who I didn't know, you know what I'm saying, DM me asking me to do another show that he had going on. And so I said, yeah. And I'm finna tell you this. It was God again. Because at the moment he DM'd me and when I called him, I was in the middle of a thumping. A bitch was throwing down. So him DMing me and me answering, because I don't answer DMs for real. I just got to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I answered him, but it stopped a whole bunch of shit that I would have ended up going to jail for. It just is what it is. So I called him and we had a conversation, and then we had a meeting, and I've been with him ever since. So he put me on a show. I'll stop like they knew the rest. So he put me on this show or whatever, and it got me ready to be in front of the camera. Now, back up. I have a degree in radio communication. You know what I'm saying? Radio production. So I've done radio shows and I've done radio. I've done it before, but Black got me ready to be in front of the camera, you know, to sit here to talk. So how did I come upon this part? Me talking to Black, and he got tired of my ass. You know what I'm saying? He got tired of me. At first I think I made like 4 reaction videos to something else. That's why you see the CC Reacts, because I was initially doing reaction videos, you know, and the shit I was reacting to, this shit is scripted and shit. And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, I'm talking to Black about this stuff, and I know my life is way better than this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got real shit going on. You ain't got to make this up. This is some real shit going on. That's one thing. And 2, off 4 reaction videos, networks had already started hitting me up. Off of me reacting to somebody else's shit, networks hit me up. TV networks hit me up. So it's like, damn, that's not even my story. So now I'm talking to Black about some shit. He say, just go record. You know what I'm saying? I recorded my first video is one of the things. It was initially a conversation that I was having with Black. So it just went, and it's for me. That was my calling. That was my Black giving me direction, sight and direction. God giving him intuition to give me sight and direction. So that's how I got here.
Or you can say discernment. You can say
discernment. That's the word right there, baby. Discernment.
Yeah. I mean, we like you said, we found a gift which is storytelling. I mean, I don't think Cece didn't really understand the power of her voice. You know what I'm saying? I think people had minimized her voice to the point to where she felt like it was annoying and people didn't want to hear it and all that stuff. But she has a very, very powerful voice. It's unique, it's different. And plus she has an uncanny ability that she really didn't understand, a gift from our ancestors. And like I say this all the time, certain people have gifts from our ancestors. Our Black people's, you know, salute to everybody that's in there, but Black people's history was passed down orally. That's our history. All the stories that we have from our past were done orally. Orators did our history. And so some of us and some of you was born with those gifts. Cece is one of these people that could pass down, that you can give the history to, and it'll be spot on because she was blessed with that type of memory. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, she found out a lot of stuff about herself that she already knew, but I think she really found out how valuable it was through this experience. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Shout out to Shatoya Lynn. She got a couple of things up there. She got the membership link. She also, I pinned CC. She put CC's Cash App up there. You can send a super chat, whatever you want to do. Or like I said, you can ask these questions when we do the post, and I'll get to them as fast as I can. Salute to her and Felisa Cortez in the building. Shout out to and doing the same thing. Shout out to my brother Veracity Exchange TV. Salute to my brother. He says peace and power to CC and Black.
Salute, Veracity.
Salute to my brother. Salute. Look, and we got, let me see, we got the sister Shahedra Shay Berry. She's from Indianapolis, Indiana. I hope I said that right, Shay. Excuse me, I'm sorry. She said, I love your channel and have watched every video in chronological order since I started watching. My question is, what direction do you plan to take your channel after all the stories from prison have ended or over? Thank you for sharing life with us. I'm gonna say this. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
I could tell them.
You want to tell them, or you
I could tell them.
Okay, go ahead.
I have a life worth talking about. Like, people, this is only prison stories. How did I get here? How did I get to the prison? Nobody even, that's a whole story in itself. Then you got listen, I'm 40 years old. I have 40 years worth of shit to talk about. And people don't understand this. People ask, well, have you been to therapy? This is my therapy. I talk to y'all ass every goddamn day, whether I'm criticized or, you know, whether I'm up, big up or whatever, uplifted. Listen, this is my therapy. So I got a whole life to talk about. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I want to tell this. I said this on the other day on my show. You know what I'm saying? I want to tell y'all something about tell y'all something. Like, and this is real shit. Some of you, I'm gonna tell you, this is how raw CC is. And when I'm saying this, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm a pretty raw dude. I have a pretty solid ass background. You know what I'm saying? I don't like talking about it or nothing like that. But CC is real. And I'm not saying that some of the experiences to gloat for her or that make her tough or no shit like this. But I'm gonna tell you one thing that I know about CC that tripped me out. CC was shot in the head, and when she got shot in the head, she didn't go to the hospital. CC laid out a bullet. And I found out the bullet was still in her head. The bullet is still in her head right now. And I'm not gonna go into detail. We're gonna leave it at that. But I'm just saying, this woman has so many stories like that. And I'm dead ass serious. She can go on and on and on and on. So people feeling like that she's gonna run out of content, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. This is some real shit. Like I said, the woman still got a bullet lodged in her head right now to this day. And then
how you found out it was there?
And then what are you gonna tell them? You're gonna tell them in your stories. But I'm gonna tell you this: she didn't go to the hospital. I ain't never heard of no shit like that. But it's real. I can tell you it's real. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the X-ray. Shout out to Stacy Brockman. She said, CC, remember me when I tell you one day your name will be among the greatest storytellers like Paul Mooney and Richard Pryor.
I feel good about that. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know how to feel about that, but I love Richard Pryor and I love Paul Mooney. They are dope, and I think that but salute to the sister Stacy Brockman. I mean, I do know how to feel about that. I hope that came out wrong. That's like a big ass compliment. That's a big
Yeah.
ass compliment, CC.
It
That's
is.
huge. That's huge. That's huge. That's huge. Those are really great people from as far as their oratory ability. Those are some strong orators and for black people. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, regardless of what's attached to them or what stigmas as far as that, but their storytelling is unmatched and have brought smiles and adoration to a lot of black people, a lot of people around the world. Excuse me. Look, let me see. CC, you got shout out to Miss Parker. She says, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I love your stories. Will you be writing any more books? CC.
I'm sorry. I thought I heard a knock at the door, and I'm like, that kind of threw me off. Yes, I'm gonna keep everybody. I'm gonna keep everybody posted on the books. I got audio books coming. I got 3 more books coming. 3 more books, and they'll be in hard copy and audio.
And shout out to the brother Akando Sami Hassan. He says, I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. He says, Queen, with all your success you're experiencing, with all the success that you're experiencing, did everything you went through did everything you went through was an awakening and motivation to be where you, okay, I see what he's trying to say. With all the success you're experiencing, was everything you went through an awakening and motivation to be where you are now?
Absolutely. I wouldn't change a thing either. Everything happened for a reason. Every one thing, the good, the bad, the horrible, the come up, the darkness, whatever. Everything, all of those things. Listen, I could not be me without those things. So I wouldn't take nothing away. Even though some of that shit is real painful, I wouldn't take any of it away.
Shout out to the Queen, Gaia Love 22. She's from Compton, California. Salute to Compton. She says, first, let me say I love you from a genuine place. You have a beautiful spirit, CC. Your journey has brought you to this very place to be the woman, mother, lover, friend, daughter, and human being you are today. Your tribe is so proud of you and stand strong around you. I haven't watched many lives, so disregard this question. She haven't watched many lives, so disregard this question if you've addressed it already. With May being Mental Health Awareness Month, my question would be, have you personally dealt with any long-term depression, anxiety, PTSD, etc.? I know it's low-key comes with the territory, but before going in, or have you dealt with any of that?
I deal with anxiety, but that don't come from jail. My anxiety, listen, anxiety is a motherfucker, but my anxiety did not come from jail, believe it or not. Out of everything that happened to me, guess where my anxiety came from? A broken fucking heart. Yeah, that sounds crazy. I was dealing with a dude. You know what I'm saying? I was dealing with a dude and found out I was dealing with him for like 4 years and found out like for like the last 2 years, he was in a whole relationship with somebody else. And when I found out on Easter, we was in a club getting ready to perform. A lot of y'all don't know I used to be a rapper. Getting ready to perform, but he tell me that some shit like I'm in love with both of y'all, some stupid shit that made me still on him and her. You know what I'm saying? Do-do-do-do. That type of shit. But here's the thing. I had donated, well, not donated. My whole world was wrapped around him, and he just pulled that shit from up under my feet. You know what I'm saying? So my anxiety started then. I remember the first day I got him. I remember what I was doing. I was asleep. Well, I had just dozed off because I hadn't been able to sleep. I had just dozed off, and it felt like somebody had sat on my fucking chest. And I jumped up, and it's like a feeling you want to pull your fucking hair out. You want to fight it, but you can't because you don't know what it is, and it's anxiety. So it wasn't jail didn't give me anxiety. Jail didn't, you want to know something crazy? This is crazy, but I'm telling you this. I told you my mother and my father and my brother is gone. So my daddy never really visited me in my dreams. You know, your relatives, your ancestors, they come to visit you and shit. But every day that I was locked up, my father and my mother and my brother came sometimes, he didn't come all the time, but they came every damn day to tell me, you got this. Every day. And my daddy never, when he did come beforehand, he never used to talk. But in my dream, he used to be like, you got this. He was like, I'm right here with you. My mom too. But me and my mom used to argue in my dream. Bitch, I ain't forgot. I ain't forgot nothing you done did, sis, Cecilia. You know what I'm saying? I ain't forgot shit you done did. Don't come up here trying to be all smooth and shit now.
Shout out to the brother Kenny G. He said salute CC in the host. He said, CC, what your thought of the fight last night? Charlo, bro.
Listen, but of course, Team Charlo. But if you really want to know my thoughts, tap in tomorrow to Trill Boxing Talk, where we talk about boxing. Kenny with your slick ass.
Oh,
stop
shit.
coming through the back door.
Oh,
trying to get that one-on-one. Bring your ass over to Trill Boxing Talk. We'll be there. We supposed to be there 11, but we'll show up around 12. You know what time we get there. Bring your ass on over there. You know what I'm saying? Come on over there, and you can hear what I'm talking about.
And for the people that don't know, CC, you a big boxing fan.
I am a big boxing fan.
You go ahead, tell them. Go ahead and tell them.
I am a big boxing fan. I also dealt with the business side of boxing. For a point in time, I was managing boxers. I do commentary about boxing every day, Monday through Friday on Trill Boxing Talk. We supposed to be there at 11, but we get there at 12, so you be there, okay? At 12 o'clock, 12 p.m., 12 p.m. until we get tired of fucking talking, and I talk my shit.
Yeah, CC a big time boxing head.
Mm-mm.
You know, a big time boxing head. In case y'all didn't know that, that's why her and Banky be getting it. Banky Pound for y'all. That's shout out to TBP. Her and Banky be going at it. I got a video of them going at it about boxing. That shit is hilarious. But I think I'm gonna put that video out again. I gotta re-release that you versus Banky, you versus Banky Pound talking boxing. Because CC is y'all got to check that out. That's another thing. But shout out to the brother Bruce Ivy. He said, first off, blessing. He said, love what you're doing and how you're doing it. He said, I recently turned some of my employees on to you, and you're now the topic at work. LOL, from Miami, now residing in Atlanta. Will you be touring or promoting anytime soon in the A?
Listen, we asked, where's everybody at, so I can get an idea of how many people will show up to these events. I'm not coming if it's only 3, but of course I'm not going to Japan. UK, I see you when you get over here. We can keep doing this shit online, but I need to know who is where so I can know when to pull up. So Atlanta, I got a lot of love in Atlanta. So Atlanta most definitely is one of those cities. My tour will be starting after August.
Well, you're doing a meet and greet on August the 6th in Dallas, Texas. You know what I'm saying? For those that want to meet her, you know, and come out and meet and greet her. She's doing the tour will be some, you know, when she hit a town or whatever. She gonna CC finna surprise y'all with some shit. But you can come out and meet her in Dallas, Texas. It's gonna be a big event. It's gonna be dope as fuck. You don't want to miss that. That's gonna be laid out. You know what I'm saying? That's just gonna be fun, kicking it, taking pictures, being entertained and doing our shit. You know what I'm saying? So you know, that's what it is.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
This is to the weirdos. I'm just gonna say this because you know people go back and watch these videos. If you are a fucking weirdo, do not bring your ass up in there being crazy. Don't rush in for no hugs. Don't make no sudden moves. Cause shit gonna be ugly for you. To everybody else, you're more than welcome to come. That was just for the weirdos. That was just for the weirdos because I get a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? People want to play with the dick tips and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Want to write my name on them with mark and all this. Listen. Don't bring that shit up in there.
Shout out to the brother Jamal Buck. He said, salute from Richmond, Virginia. He said, if you didn't get locked up, do you think that you still would be doing the same thing that you were doing before you were locked down?
Absolutely. What was gonna stop me? Who was gonna stop me? Absolutely. I say this all the time. Me getting locked up was the best thing that ever happened to me. I know people like, man, being locked up fucked up my life. No, it didn't. Shit, I was reborn. I was born again.
And shout out to the brother Greg Phillips. He said he's from Chicago, Illinois, aka out west Illinois. He said you gave us the first step to recognize our own bullshit and being real with ourselves, admitting instead of denying. What's the next step to being real with oneself?
You say what? No, say that again.
He says you gave us the first step to recognize our own bullshit and being real with ourselves. Then he said that's admitting instead of denying that.
Right.
What's the next step to being real with oneself?
Make peace. You got to make peace with some of them fucked up decisions you did. You know what I'm saying? Make some peace and then start walking in your truth. Make peace. Listen, the past bullshit you did will eat you alive if you don't make peace with it. You know what I'm saying? Make peace with that shit. Sit down with it. You know what I'm saying? Accept what you did. You know what I'm saying? Understand, I don't have to do that no more. And then be who you are. Be who you are. You know what I'm saying? Be who you are. Walk in your truth. And people will fall in love with your ass. Be who you are. It's cool. Don't have no disguises. You know what I'm saying? If you ugly, be ugly with pride. I guarantee you gonna grab something that's fine than a motherfucker. Ugly motherfuckers winning. Y'all have no clue. But and fat motherfuckers, let's be quick. A fat motherfucker and an ugly motherfucker with a dope ass personality, you can't be fat, ugly, and have a fucked up personality. That ain't gonna work for you. You know what I'm saying? But walk in your truth. Be who you are.
Shout out to the Queen, Jaquay. I hope I'm saying your name right, Queen. Jaquay Richardson. She says, hello, beautiful. I'm originally from Chicago, but now reside in West Palm, Florida. And I have plenty of questions. I would like to know first, will you ever think about doing a pop-up meet and greet in West Palm?
If you're the only person that's gonna be there, no. No, bro. No. I gotta know that I want it.
We got a lot of love in Miami though.
Yeah, that's true.
Miami may come one day, but it's because it's a lot of love. Shout out to my brother Miami Snoopy. It's a lot of the homies, a lot of the brothers I know that's out there in Miami. But we haven't ran into too many queens out there from Miami though.
Nah, but if it's a decent, we might. It'll be in Miami. It just might not be in West. I don't know. Shit, don't get me the line. Don't get me the line.
Yeah, we're gonna see after a solid thorough investigation. Second, what made you want to start doing social media?
Well, before I was doing this, I was already popular on social media. I'm a real person in the street, so a lot of people know me. A lot of people know me. And so I was already popular, especially when I came home. Motherfuckers was like, yo, Big CC back. Big CC is back. So I was already popular, and then I'm a chick who's comfortable with her body. You know what I'm saying? I like all my rolls and all that other shit. I was skinny back then. I had to get some weight on me. So when I get skinny, I look sick. It just is what it is. I start, getting my titties and shit back together, and, my hips and shit start filling back out, and I start, yo, what's up? And when I talk, people listen. And so shit. And then, like I said, here come Black with Trill Talk in the morning, then Trill Boxing Talk and shit. Because I was already doing numbers.
Right. I mean, she's CC always is CC a factor. You know what I'm saying? Where she come from? Like I said, it's a lot of stuff that y'all don't know about CC. CC family. CC come from a royal bloodline. She come from a real royal bloodline in Chicago. But she also says, lastly, can you start dropping more stories twice a week? More stories than twice a week. I know it's asking a lot, but I enjoyed your informative experiences, and it's also kept me from making bad decisions. Respectfully, Queen. Love you, CC. Jaquay Richardson.
Oh, love you too, boo. I do have more stories. I have more stories on the membership, boo. So you could go over there. We was dropping stories 3 times a week, but shit, we got a life. But you could join the membership. That's 4 extra stories a month. You know what I'm saying? Me and Black working on something, so you might get another one to that too. But right now, I do the 2 stories a week. Then I have the membership, which is the Sea Hive, that I drop every Saturday, that content, and we do the live. So you can join the Sea Hive, and that's extra content. I appreciate you. I appreciate all y'all.
And shout out to Renetha Booker. I hope that's right, Queen. She said St. Louis. Salute to St. Louis. She said, I love your commentary and your whole vibe. What city did you move to when you finished the halfway house, and why did you choose it?
When I finished, I was still in Pittsburgh. I couldn't go nowhere. I was on parole. But when I here's a funny story. When I knew I was getting ready to get off parole, first of all, I was off parole and the motherfuckers didn't even tell me. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Didn't even tell me. So I thought I was still on parole. But when I knew I was getting ready to get off parole, I left Pittsburgh and I moved to LA. I left Pittsburgh and moved to LA. And the reason why I chose LA is for better business opportunities. And so when I started my business, started my company and all that other good shit, I got settled into life. Well, I don't want to say I got settled into life. I just end up just falling in love. And then I chose where I was going to lay my roots down, and I left there.
Capri Rodriguez, we don't know what the tickets for the meet and greet is gonna be, but we'll know once everything is set and everything. Y'all will know once everything come through. Y'all will know, but it'll be where everybody can get in there. It ain't gonna be nothing ridiculous. It may not even be a cost. You know what I'm saying?
Probably not.
So we'll see how that work out. You know what I'm saying? But I see everybody. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there together. We're gonna get there together. Can you and the girls do lives more often, bros? Go say.
They want to. Y'all stop lusting on my daughters. Not talking about you, Rose Gold, but some of my daughters, listen. They want to do it. I did that specifically so people can see them. You know what I'm saying? So people can see them and they in a element, but I probably will. They want to go live Tuesday or something. So shit, y'all tune in. We'll be there.
DMV is strong. Maryland is strong. Maryland for CC, Maryland, DC, she get a lot of love out there. PG County, she's strong out there. It's a lot of people from out there that I'm almost positive we gonna wind up in the DMV at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? Maryland.
I used to live in Laurel.
Yeah, I like Maryland. You know what I'm saying?
Too.
I like Maryland. You know what I'm saying? So I'm, and plus we got family out there, like homies. We got homies out their way. So I'm sure, and Banky Pound want us to come out there bad. You know what I'm saying? So. And his following is phenomenal out there. So of course, if we go out there, he gonna be out there with us. So that'll be a big thing. I wouldn't doubt if we wind up in the DMV somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
I love out there.
Yeah. James Sheldon says he's from Chester, Virginia. He said, and Verassi out there too. He from in Virginia. There's a lot of them brothers out there. shout out to the brother James Shelton. He's from Chester, Virginia. He says, I love to know if there is a possibility of you coming to Virginia for another TBP interview. You are two of my favorite. I love to meet you. Speak of the devil.
Right. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. I can't say when though. Stuff is filling up for me really fast. So
Yeah.
it's a real big possibility.
Look, CC, I know you want to answer all these questions, but we done actually went way over our time that we normally do for the week. But we're gonna come back with these questions. We're gonna keep these questions going because there was so many great questions, but still come in on the next post next week and get y'all's questions in. Y'all had a lot of good questions, and we appreciate y'all. Drop where you stay, and we're gonna continue that. Drop where you from, where you stay, and then put your stuff out. And CC, you could tell them again where you want them to share your playlist with and all that stuff.
You guys, I want you to either share my playlist or share your favorite video. Send it to either. I want you to send to all four. I don't want to pick and choose. I want it to go to 50 Cent, Lena Waithe, Tyler Perry, and Tasha Smith. Share my playlist or your favorite video to all four of those people. I'm really please. So if you say you fuck with me this way. Let's see what we can make happen. You know what I'm saying?
We rescheduled it, Joseph Townsend. We rescheduled it, Joe Townsend. We rescheduled that interview. But yeah, man, like I said, and y'all make sure y'all keep y'all stay posted on that. Make sure that y'all get up under these posts, leave comments, like the comment, like the post and stuff like that, so it can go around to all the members. And we appreciate y'all coming through and showing love and constantly messing with us every Sunday night. And this is only gonna grow more and more and more. And CC got some fire stories coming up this week. Fire.
Oh yeah.
Fire. But CC, go ahead and give us your closing words, and we be done with it.
I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I appreciate my members, everybody with the wrenches, everybody that stayed up with us, everybody that sent questions, all the love, the cash apps. I appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time, y'all be smooth.
It's supposed to feel
You guys, it's your girl CC, aka Cecilia Robinson, and a lot of you have been asking me for more content. Well, guess what? More content is here. I've lived a very colorful life. I've been a stripper, a drug dealer, a robber. I've been a felon, a mother, a graduate. I've been all of these things. And each and every Saturday, I'm dropping a new story for members only. So to get this exclusive content, sign up to my member, become part of the C Hive, and I'll see you guys there. Y'all have a dope day.